Before I forget, hello, Jeannie. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. I'm trying to get on my computer. I haven't I'm on my phone right now, so I'm trying to see how I can just get on the computer instead.
Do you want me to put the link in the comments in the
Oh,
chat?
oh, yes, please. That'd be great.
I'll put the link in the chat and see if you can copy that. Okay, there I go. I just pasted it in. tinyurl.com/marketingmentress LinkedIn Live. I use that link for my turbochargers and for my LinkedIn Live events. So I hope that works.
Okay, I'll try it.
Awesome, awesome. I did my
Yep.
TikTok late today. I usually do my TikTok at 8:30 in the morning Mountain Time. But I had to go up into Edmonton today to run some errands.
How far away is Edmonton?
It's 34 minutes to the first stoplight in the south end. So I'm not sure exactly how many kilometers that is.
Don't worry, I wouldn't be able to figure out kilometers anyway.
I find if I talk in time, that pretty much everybody can understand.
Well, it's when you guys talk in Celsius that really gets me confused. But and I've got a phone
Well,
call next sometime soon to New Zealand, I think.
hmm.
And the way he expressed his time zone, like you're Mountain Time and I'm Eastern Time, things like that. Um, and you know about Australia has numerous time zones, and New Zealand's an additional one. But the letters he was using was totally foreign to me, and the only thing that came up when I Googled it was Western Sahara
Oh my
Desert.
gosh.
I
Oh
had
my
never
gosh.
seen that before. So, but
No, me neither.
yeah, but
Well, do you know how to calculate
oh, I
Celsius
do. But I was
over
I was
to?
trying to make sure I had the Greenwich time that where he was,
Oh.
because he wasn't giving me something that was recognizable as a time zone. Um, And finally, I got the Zoom link on it. But because you have a young lady that comes on and joins us from Australia, right?
Yeah, it's Donna.
Donna.
Yeah, she just
And
messaged me. She's not going to be on today, but
but we
because
always
she's,
know when we talk to her that she's a day ahead of us, right?
yeah, that's right. So this time is about 8:30 in the morning her time.
But it's tomorrow already, though. It's not the 10th
Yeah,
of November,
yeah,
it's the
that's right.
11th.
It's the 11th.
And whenever I talk to anybody in that continent, I'm always a day off. And 12 hours or 13 hours or 11, whatever it may be,
So do
depending upon the
you
time
do
of
you
year.
celebrate Remembrance Day? The 11th of November is Remembrance Day here. I'm looking at my calendar and it doesn't say. Oh, you call it Veterans Day. Yeah, you celebrate Veterans Day tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're the same date there. Just call it by a slightly different name.
It's kind of strange. Who qualifies as a veteran? Sometimes it's people who served during the war, and then sometimes it's people who passed away during the war.
Oh,
And so it's, people have different definitions of it. But
oh.
I think it's just anybody who wore a uniform as far as I'm
Hi,
concerned.
Jeannie. Oh, let you into. Oh, okay, I see you there. Okay, awesome. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, bye. That was Jeannie. She's coming in on the computer here.
Good. But where is she?
She's in Edmonton.
Oh, okay. So,
I've got,
Hi.
hi, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, I know. I've just been around. I just wanted to find out what's happening, and I need to talk to you briefly afterwards. That's
Sure,
okay.
no problem. I'd love to. Well, they've done an upgrade. with the legacy program. And
Right.
what they've done is they've included a Spanish website. So we
Right.
now have two websites, a Spanish and an English website. And what that has done is it has given us 10 streams of income now.
Mm,
So there's still the 100, the 300, the 600, and the 900. But now with the bundle pack, you get two websites for 1,400 one time.
mm,
And so what I'm doing is I'm running workshops. So the 25th, 26th, and 27th of this month, I'm running a Spanish workshop. I don't speak much Spanish, but I'm going to teach my people how to go deep and how to actually use the translation tools online to be able to communicate with people in Spanish because there's 3,200 groups on LinkedIn that are in Spanish.
mm,
And so it takes them a while to let you into their groups, but I've got two Spanish groups now that have let me in. And I've got a list of about 10 of them that I've asked for permission to be let in. But I just click the button. And so what happens is I'm sure they're checking out my profile and they see it's all in English, right?
mm,
So, and we're limited to how many characters we can use in um, uh, our header there, right underneath our name, right?
mhm,
And because we get 220 characters, and I've been thinking I'm going to use a combination of Spanish and English in there to introduce what I do to help, how I help people. And I think that might help them let me in. So the two Spanish groups that I'm in right now, what I do is when I create a post, I put it into ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT to rewrite it in Spanish.
mm, mhm,
And then I take and I post the English, then I put a space, three dots and a space, and I post it in Spanish with the
mm.
same picture. In fact, I think if I'm going to see if I can pull up my picture here that I've been using to show you. Let's see. Yeah, it's just phenomenal what's happening with this Spanish program because we're literally sitting on a gold mine with these 3,200 Spanish speaking groups on LinkedIn, right? So there's lots of, and what I'm telling people, because I usually, no, I'm not going to be able to do it here. Darn. Um, what I've been telling people is to go in and when you get, I'll share my screen. That'll be the best thing. Um, go in LinkedIn. Okay. I gotta stop talking. I can't type and talk at the same time. Okay. It's just always slower when you try and do it on Zoom, but I think we'll be okay here. Can you see my LinkedIn?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Okay, so if you go into,
Okay,
There it
there it
is.
can you
goes.
see it now? Okay, great. So you see this little search bar at the top?
Mm-hmm.
So type in the word groups and then all these little things open up, right? All these little icons.
Mm-hmm.
And so click on groups and then type Spanish up here in this search bar. Look at that, 3,200. Can you see that? There's 3,200 groups. It's in little tiny black print at the top here. 3,200 groups in Spanish. So there's some pretty big groups in here. Like this Spanish leadership, I'm in this group. It's got 44,000 members. And this teaching Spanish, I'm in this group too. they've got 18,000 members and 8,000 and 26,000. English Spanish Translator.org, Spanish Connection, 34,000. Some of these groups are really big. They're really good size. And I've always taught that you need to join groups that have at least 3,000 members or more. But I think with this Spanish, we can do 1,000 members or more. So if you join groups that have 1,000 or more members, then you have enough inventory to work with in those groups. So that's the whole idea, is to have, you're basically working the groups to find people that you can help, right?
Mhm.
So so in my workshop, I'm going step by step to help everybody really learn how to use the Spanish translation tools online. So one of the things I'm doing is, like I told you, I'm creating a post, and then I put that post into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to rewrite it in Spanish, right? So then when I post it in the group, so let's go into, so when it says view post, that means I'm already in the group. So I'll just click this group here, and you go in and you click this bar, and that's where you put a post, right? And so you put your, whatever the blurb is that gives the 3 keys to how you can help people. And then you put in the link to an article that you've written on LinkedIn or a newsletter. I've been using my newsletters a lot. So you put a link, which is a LinkedIn link. We're only allowed to use LinkedIn links, right? LinkedIn doesn't like us using our website or any of that. So I will embed in my newsletter, somewhere in my newsletter, I'll embed the the URL to my landing page so people can go and leave their email there. So I've been so excited to get this started. So I've started posting actually in those 2 groups in that way. And I've got a whole, my number of people in my email list is growing. And I know it's coming from my LinkedIn newsletters.
Good.
Yeah, because I keep checking system.io all the time. So I've got system.io feeding our leads into the email list, right? And then I've got my newsletter feeding leads into my email list as well, because I've got my landing page URL embedded in words in my newsletter. So they go click on that and it takes them right to my landing page where they can leave their email.
Mhm.
So I'm getting those leads from both those sources coming into my email list. So
Good.
I've got over 2,000 names now. I think it's over 2,100 now that have come into, have clicked to join my email list from LinkedIn. Over 2,100 in a very short period of time.
So do you learn Spanish like on Duolingo? There's a app, Duolingo, that you can.
Yeah, I'm going to start working on it. I've been so busy trying to get everything set up so that we can
Yeah.
at least start marketing, even though we don't speak Spanish. And I've got a couple of girlfriends at church. I told them that I'm just with the company that I'm with, that we just launched the Spanish, and they got all excited, and so they want to help me learn my Spanish as well. So we're
Good.
going to have lots of fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
So before I go on any further here, I should ask you guys if you've got any questions that you needed me to answer.
Not tonight for me.
Mm. How many years have you been using LinkedIn, Bob?
21 and a half.
21 and a half.
Wow, good.
So
Well,
you must have started LinkedIn when it first started.
almost. I think I was under when it was under maybe a million. but I
Mm-hmm.
have a couple of connections that joined when it was under 100,000.
Wow.
Well,
I
and it was primarily people in the San Francisco Bay Area there, where
oh,
Reed started it. Um,
I'm going to check something here. I'm going to ask ChatGPT a question. When did LinkedIn first start?
mm, I think it was March of, what would that be? Oh,
2003.
Yes, May 5th of
yeah,
2003.
yeah.
2003. Wow, I didn't realize that's when it started because I started using LinkedIn in 2011, January 2011. So that was 8 years. And I was considered an early adapter. People kept telling me I was an early adapter. So as of 2004, LinkedIn has more than 1 billion registered members from over 200 countries and territories. Isn't that amazing?
Mm.
Oh, I used to have a person in every location around the globe.
Yeah. Well, when I first got started with LinkedIn, I had no idea that you needed to shape your algorithm. I had no idea because we were all the big craze then, or the big push was to call ourselves a lion,
Oh,
LinkedIn open networker, right?
yeah, right.
And we were connecting with everybody, at least I was connecting with everybody from wherever they were in Timbuktu or Timbuk 4, wherever. And then they were turning right around and endorsing me. And I was insulted beyond insult because I thought that was the rudest thing because they hadn't even had virtual coffee with me. How could they endorse me for something that they didn't know very well about me? Anyway, I got straightened out on that big time when I went to a LinkedIn workshop.
Did you turn down their endorsements or did you accept them?
I accepted them. I
Oh,
thought
okay.
that
Oh,
in
okay.
order to be a lion, I thought you had to accept them all as well, right? You accept the invite and you accept the endorsement.
Like the rainbow, the people who were lions were all the way across. Some people were like you, that they were selective still. And then there were some people who basically anybody that could fog a mirror,
Yeah,
they accept them. So,
yeah.
and then some people, I've got a couple of people in England that really died on that still call themselves lions, even though it's not, I don't think it's really accepted anymore, just because LinkedIn doesn't want to have that aura that will just be like, like Facebook, anybody and everybody. But there again, Facebook is limited to 5,000 people. So I don't know. I can
Yeah,
go a lot of different ways, but
yeah.
I think you don't need. How many connections do you have again, Christine? I'm trying to
Well,
remember.
connections and followers, that's over 20,000.
Mm.
And the limit for LinkedIn to have actual connections is 30,000.
Yeah, but you'd be amazed the people I've run into that have two profiles and three,
Yeah,
and they're active. So
yeah.
that's
I
another
don't know
rule you're
how
not
they're
supposed
getting
to
away
have.
with that. LinkedIn doesn't like it.
They've got special permission because they've been around.
Oh,
I've got a gentleman in Colorado. He's grandfathered in, and he's the one that told me about um, able to give people 2 months worth of some benefits that come with LinkedIn, which is nice.
yeah. Is he on a paid platform?
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Think he's I think he's on a platform, but he's not paying because he's grandfathered in and he does joint ventures with LinkedIn. Uh,
Oh,
I haven't gotten that left. They paid me a couple of times to do some surveys with them, but that was like $500 or $600 each. But
mm-hmm.
uh, they will spend money with you if you ask. Google will spend money with you if you
Oh,
ask.
good. I'm connected to the head um, support person. So
But
I'll reach out to him and ask.
well, now that with Microsoft, I assume that they still will, but they still want to grow. I guess they want to be 2 billion, maybe. I don't know. But I was going to ask you with your Spanish. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And you were talking about the number of characters. That's a limiting factor on your headline.
Yeah.
Do you ever put anything in your banner that talks about some of your things that you're doing that are unique now?
Let's see. What I've done, I haven't done much with my banner because I developed that banner on Canva,
Hmm.
but I can see where I need to, well, it's passive and residual income. I really want to keep that on there because that's what I do is help people create passive and residual income. But one of the ways that I've discovered that you can put your own website up is if you do not hyperlink it and just put it in a picture or in like what I've got here on your background banner. I've got my
Yeah,
website right here.
but make it a graphic, not a link. You're right.
That's right. And then you fly under the radar. And that's what I've learned to do. My son that taught me LinkedIn way back in 2011, he taught me to fly under the radar of the LinkedIn search engines because he's a programmer. He he wrote a bot, designed a bot that would go in to the groups and LinkedIn and invite people in all the groups that he was a member of. Or if he was working with a special customer, he would attach his bot to his customer's profile, LinkedIn profile, and it would go into this customer's groups that he belonged to, and he would tell the customer what kinds of groups he had to join. So he had to join a bunch of different groups right off the bat. And then the bot would go in and it would actually send messages to all the people in all these groups to invite them to come to a discussion in this group that he had set up for his client. And I was hired to watch that bot and make sure that everything ran smoothly all the time. But we only ran it for a few months before LinkedIn put a kibosh on all bots. In fact, all the social media put a kibosh on bots. And that's one of the things I teach people in my LinkedIn workshops is how to not look like a bot yourself. Because people get so fast at copying and pasting and they copy and paste the same thing over and over and over, and then you look like a bot. So you have to have a whole bunch of different scripts that you use for different things that you're posting on LinkedIn with different wording so you don't look like a bot.
Yeah, I'm so tired of seeing that message pop up. We're having to verify that you're human. I
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
you want me to fog a mirror or do you want me to
yeah.
recite Pledge of Allegiance or something? I don't know. It's just strange.
Yeah.
But at one time you could actually put up two different profiles. If you could speak the foreign language, you could put up one entirely in Spanish
Yeah.
or English and vice versa.
Yeah.
Um, but then they did away with that because so many people were bypassing that they actually spoke the language. They just put it up in the foreign language so they could have an extra profile. But I always tell people to at least put some of your skills in the foreign language, where you might say that
Great idea. Great idea.
um, and it shows the people that you are bilingual if you list some of the skills. Now you can
Hmm.
list that I'm a networker in English, and then you can also put networker in Spanish. And like you're talking
Uh-huh.
about passive and residual income, put that word, you have a skill set for passive income. And then you put, you can probably tell me real quickly what income is or the word passive is in Spanish right now. And
Uh-huh.
I could make it up, but dinero or whatever, something like that. And then passive might be pasebe or something like that. But it just made them look like. And then when you put down languages that you speak under education and things of that nature, and you may put down that you've gotten certified in beginning Spanish or something of that nature. So when they start doing search engine optimization, your name's going to come up because you've got these keywords in your profile that you speak or bilingual or you have bilingual skills. Things of that nature are real helpful. So yeah, marketing mentors, you could put that in. Oh, you're Googling already at the translation. Ah, bueno, bueno, bueno,
Yeah.
bueno.
Yeah, it's
Tourism.
really is this the things I have learned to use. I have to keep pinching myself because I'm not a techie person. I didn't grow up with it, right?
Well, no, neither one of us came out of the
Yeah.
womb with a a smartphone in our hands. That's for
No,
sure.
No, and I had somebody the other day say, "You definitely are techie," and I said, "No, I'm not. I've just learned how to learn a few things and how to copy and paste and follow instructions, like we were all taught in school, how to follow instructions, right?"
Well, now that we've both been around using, like you said, since 2011, people have written the instructions. When we first started with this thing, even you in 2011, there were no instructions for the most part. You said like lion, that was about it. You just put
Yeah,
lion on your profile,
yeah,
and invitations and endorsements came in. But
yeah. For
now,
several years, I had lion on my profile.
yeah, but now you have to be like you're doing with TikTok and the other tools that you're using. You have to be more progressive or active as opposed to being laid back and passive. So,
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can show you something I discovered. YouTube is my next strength.
ooh, the
And
bear.
I just checked it. I keep forgetting to go in and check YouTube. And can you see my screen? The YouTube's up
Yes.
there.
So, so
Okay,
the
let's.
horse's rear end, or is that just a
Yeah,
growth
I
on the
don't know. I
tree?
just gonna get out of
You're a
it.
small content creator.
Um, History. No, I don't want history. Playlists. My videos. Trying to figure out where I found. It's not really that easy to find the place where all of. Here we are. You can get into the stats. So you can see, if you go into where all your videos are, you can see where you can find all the views of your videos. So I've got repurpose.io connected to TikTok, and I've been doing 3 videos a day for the last 2 years. And I never miss a day. Oh, I should say I missed one day, but I've never missed any more days. And now I've upped it. This last week, I'm now doing 4 videos a day, and I keep them at a minute or less. And they're suggesting that you do at least 3 to 5 videos a day on TikTok. And so I use TikTok because it is the most compatible with LinkedIn and YouTube. So I've got all those videos that are being published on TikTok set so that the watermark does not show when you save your videos on TikTok. So there's no TikTok watermark on those videos. So then I can just connect my repurpose.io to TikTok and have Repurpose distribute the videos into the platforms that I want them distributed to. So Repurpose takes all those videos, and at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock noon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all mountain time, it posts 3 videos a day on my LinkedIn and on my YouTube in the shorts, the ones that are a minute or less. And I create all my videos on TikTok a minute or less. And then my longer form videos, I just discovered another program that I've got to learn how to use, and it's called Descript, Descrip. And you can upload one of your long videos. So one of my long training videos that I do, like my turbochargers or my lives, my LinkedIn lives, and then get Descript to break it into small, short videos.
excuse me.
So I'm going to work with that and see if I can get a little bit more reprieve in the amount of time I spend doing videos. It doesn't take me long to do videos anymore. Like um, before we left the house this morning, I did 2 videos in 15 minutes, created
But
from scratch. They're the 1 minute videos.
so, do you do any reels on Facebook, or is that really the same thing?
I do not have Facebook at all.
Well, that's right. Did
And the
you have a
reason,
problem with Facebook? You mentioned.
yeah, I got
Oh,
hacked. Two
okay.
years ago, I got hacked on
Oh, you
Facebook.
had customers that got hacked too, didn't you?
Yeah, they went in there. I was at my 5,000 limit. And
Mhm.
they went in there and they got into some of my friends on Facebook accounts and stole money from their bank accounts.
Hmm.
So to me, that is not a trustworthy platform. I will not use
Uh,
it.
for yeah, I have people who friends who passed away, and people hack and steal their profiles, and I just morally, I can't handle that.
No.
I know I'm not better than the other person, but I still feel like if you're going to hack somebody, go do it in somebody else's sandbox.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
anyway,
tried for about 2 weeks. I tried to get hold of people from Facebook, and I even worked with a programmer to see if we could get hold of somebody at Facebook. And I think they thought that I was the perpetrator. So I just said, heck with you guys. And the hacker actually hacked my WhatsApp and phoned me in the wee hours of the morning 4 times, this guy. And he was from Dubai. And he said, you pay
well,
send me $100 and I'll
he
give
had it.
you.
Yeah, he had his account listed in Dubai. I doubt he was anywhere near this side of the Iron Curtain.
Oh, I don't know. I asked him
Yeah,
where he's from, and he said he's from Dubai.
yeah. Well, I'm sure he's learned how to lie real well
Yeah,
over the years.
probably.
But
Well, he had the accent of those people over there as well.
well, he
He didn't
probably
sound like he
worked
was
on
from
that
North
too.
America. Anyway,
No, yeah.
I blocked him. I knew if I started paying him any money, what would happen is he would never give me my account back. Oh, I need another $100. No, I need another $100, and I'll give you your account back, right? No,
I
I
had a
wasn't going
partner
to
that
play around
actually
with that nonsense.
let my domain expire, so I've learned not to do that anymore. Put that in anybody's hands. So, but
Yeah. So
have
what
to.
I've been telling all my people is to make sure that you have everything, your banking, your emails, and your social media all set up as with double opt-ins and using an authenticator so that it gives you a different number every time and it's on a different piece of hardware so that everything isn't set up on your computer. So when I log into LinkedIn, for instance, I come to the page where it says sign in. I click sign in, and then it asks me to give them a special number, which only comes up on my authenticator, which I have on my phone. And so then I wait till it just takes a few seconds. And then I type it in on my phone, the number, and it's connected with my LinkedIn. They talk to each other. And then LinkedIn will let me sign in. So you have to double opt in with just about everything now, and your
Oh,
email platform.
I think we'll be at triple options sometime soon. Um,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. Do you use any thumbprint or anything like that? Have you ever tried that or not?
No, I haven't tried the thumbprint, but I have done my face.
You have? Did it work
Yeah.
okay or not?
In order to log into my phone, I have to do my face.
Okay.
Nobody else has a face shaped like mine.
Well, I mean, we're all unique to a certain degree, but I
Yeah.
found that the surface of my smartphone wasn't reliable to do my thumbprint every time.
Oh, weird, really? I haven't done any fingerprints.
But I was wondering if there was.
Yeah.
I have a AARP consumer cellular phone, and not the best quality. There are a lot of apps that don't run
Oh,
on my machine real well, and I'm getting ready to change probably the supplier. But it's a Samsung, and
yeah. Well, I've got an iPhone.
do you?
Yeah,
Are you happy with it?
iPhone. I have never had very much problem with it, except it's getting old now. And the last upgrade they did, there's two lines that are at the top, across the top of my screen that I can't get rid of. So I'm going to have to go down to one of the iPhone stores. There's one in Edmonton here, and see if they can erase those lines that are on there.
See, Consumer Cellular it only has two stores in the entire country of the
Oh
United
my
States.
gosh.
Yeah, I mean, and then you call them and say, "Well, we didn't manufacture the phone, so we can't fix it." And I
Oh
go,
man.
"But it's your software that's running on it." They said, "Well, it's the manufacturer's issue." And I go, "Okay."
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
I know
uh,
friends that have Google phones
how do they like them?
and they're having challenges.
Okay.
So most of the Android phones have challenges for some reason. I don't know if it's the setup or what it is that's happening.
It's everything. I think it's the manufacturing quality. I think it's the software that's running on it. It's just too
Yeah.
numerous to save, and then no one wants to help you. You've heard the old story, you're a prospect now, and after you sign the contract, then you're a customer, and
Yeah.
how you get treated is entirely different in both cases. So,
Yeah.
consumer cellular says, as long as you're a prospect, I'll help you. As long as when you become a customer, we no longer have customer service. So, but anyway.
Yeah, I have an Android and I really like it. I just can't do iPhone. My sister has an iPhone and I just don't know how to navigate it.
Yeah, they're
So,
totally different. And the
yeah.
only reason I have an iPhone is because when we first got on cell phones, started using cell phones in 1994, we had a friend who was selling iPhones. And he said, there's a special deal going on. You want to have a cell phone? And
Mm,
so we said, sure. And we just stayed with it. Once you start with one, you
yeah.
get used to using it. So that's why we've stayed with the
I
iPhone.
didn't know they ever had sales.
Well, apparently they did when we got on. That
Well, you
was
were
the
lucky.
iPhone 5.
Wow. Well, they're up to 17 or 19 right now.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
I think it was 17 Pro or
hmm
something. That's what
Yeah,
my son has.
yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
sons have Android phones.
Mm,
They're both programmers. They've got Android everything. Like they use a PC, they don't use an Apple computer. I don't use an Apple computer. I use a PC because it was my sons that taught me how to use a computer.
mhm.
And if it hadn't been for this friend of ours that taught us how to use an iPhone, we'd probably have an Android phone as well.
Yeah.
My sons keep telling me I need to get rid of my iPhone and just use an Android.
Mm.
yeah. Well,
It's what you're used to, I think.
Yeah.
that's right.
You,
Exactly.
if you
Exactly.
change, like, I mean, my son has an iPhone, so if I change, he could show me. The
hmm
only thing is, I'm so used to Android that I already know how to navigate everything. So,
Oh, okay. I'm going to show you something else on YouTube here. Look at this, guys. So my channel analytics, I've got 1,356 people. I've had 55 new people in the last 28 days.
Now
Red
you say new viewers, or is that subscribers? Or
subscribers. Those are actual
wow,
subscribers.
that's nice growth.
Yeah. So look at this. My views in the last 28 days, does it say on there? Yeah, 28 days. I've had 32,300 views of my videos. And I had no idea that I needed to be checking all of this stuff.
Well, they started sending you a check yet?
They're going to be, I think I'm pretty close to getting monetized.
Great.
So, so here's some of my published, where'd we go here? Uh, Video analytics. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. I'm going to go back. The back arrow in the top left corner is your best friend, by the way.
It works almost all the time. You're right. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Channel analytics. So I've
Oh,
had watch time. There's watch time, subscribers. I've had 55 new ones. So here, you can go and look at your videos. So this one has had 977 views. This one's had 961, 956. And you can actually go in and let's see. There's a place. Where did I find that? I've got to find it again now. There's a place where you can go in and actually see the comments that people are making on your videos.
but do you get are you able to link to them,
Yeah,
or have
I can actually go because they are leaving messages on
and
comments on
respond?
my videos. And I always have a call to action at the bottom of my video that says either show me, or if you want to know more, want to see my blueprint, say yes, or if you want to see my blueprint, put ready in the comments. And so if I see yes, ready, or show me, I'll send them the landing page address, which is marketingmentress.com.
See, I've got a picture that I posted up on Google years ago. It's had
Yeah.
10 million viewers.
Whoa.
No, and no, that sounds like impressive, right? And if I were posting pictures all the time and got 10 million viewers every time, I'd say I'm another Ansel Adams, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this was just a picture of here, a guy who lives here in Beckley, and he was at a sort of a luncheon we were having. And why in the world I got 10 million views out of it, I don't know. But it elevated me like you wouldn't believe in Google's
Yeah.
analytics. And they said, well, Bob's a mover and a shaker. I'm no more a mover and a shaker than, the full moon we just had. But it was just kind of strange how, but so I don't know, maybe his daughter, she's kind of a guru on technology. Maybe she went in there and had it copied 10 million times. I don't know how you could do that or why you'd want to, except, you like your dad. But when you post up now, are you doing like with YouTube, you can do shorts and you can do videos.
Yes.
So are your TikToks going in there as shorts
Yeah,
and
shorts.
some of your longer ones? And so can
So,
you say, well, you've gotten views on some of your postings? Does it segment it out to not real, so shorts versus videos?
it show
Because I
it,
see
it
those.
it shows me the exact link to the exact video and what comments and things have been made on those videos. And I'm trying to find where I found that. I just found it the other day. And I went in, I had let's see, I wrote down I had 36 comments saying they were ready for more information that I responded to. I had and that was in the last 27 days from that day. Yeah.
So when you start doing your Spanish, can you get analytics on the English versus the Spanish? Will it
Oh,
be
we'll
able to
see.
separate out?
We'll see. I'll have to do some videos. I can't do well, there is a tool that I'm going to experiment with that that will change my words into Spanish on my videos.
Well, I know from some of the classes I've taken, I think I told you I take some AI classes over on AARP.
Right. Yeah.
And um, this could have went out of San Antonio. You might want to give him a call because he speaks Spanish. Well, he was born speaking Spanish, and he speaks English. He's very bilingual. But I can have Richard Burton do my voice, or something like that. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen videos like that. So,
Yeah.
I could have. Who was the guy that used to do the Island show? Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, I don't know him.
He's a Spanish speaking actor. And I think I could probably still get his voice and probably not have to pay any royalties since he's passed away, but use his accent a little bit. He had the little gentleman on the show with him that used to say the plane, boss.
Oh,
People would come to the island and they'd have a little episode of like Love Boat or something like that type thing, and it was always kind of a humorous type show. Everybody ended up, everybody generally had a good experience on the island, but it's just the things that you can do and the backgrounds that you can change and things like that. And as you're going bilingual with this, I'm just wondering if I want to have someone take my Southern accent and change it into something either coming out of Miami or San Antonio or Los Angeles. Because, Spanish is different in all three locations.
right.
Uh, um, I don't know if we want to call it Spanglish or not, but I just sort of curious to play around with it as you've tweaked your product over the years to basically hone it down to what your audience will listen to or watch, whatever
Mhm.
the case may be. Does the analytics show that they stayed on until the end for you with the analytics you're doing on YouTube? Or
Okay,
will it just
well,
show?
this one here it says 37 minutes ago, somebody replied with show me. So I want to get them some names, some information, right? This one
Right.
was 3 days or 5 days ago. My name is Christine too, so I will respond to them with a like, you know, great to see. So true, it's over. So this is so you go to the the community. Go to the community on your YouTube. I better write that down so I remember.
For your class you got coming up, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm learning every day. In fact, I have people, pardon me, but I had somebody I was talking to on Saturday. We had some friends come over, just a couple of friends to visit for a few, just for a short time, an hour or so. And they were saying that they were having a hard time concentrating and because they're the same age as us, right? I'm in my mid 70s. And they were saying how, or he was saying how he was finding that he's having a hard time remembering things and remembering words and responding quickly to things because his mind isn't working as fast anymore. And I went, oh my gosh. I felt that a little bit sometimes, but I find that I'm really alert because of all the things I'm doing. I'm learning something new every day, right? So I don't really feel that drag. He said, don't you ever feel like your mind is dragging? And I said, no, I don't.
Well, but we know the mind is divided in segments and different functionality in different places.
Yeah,
But I also know that, if I'm not trying to remember TV shows, because we don't watch those kind of TV shows anymore, I don't necessarily remember the name of the show. I don't remember the name of the actor or actress from time to time. So I don't, and then I can Google it. I mean, we all have lost so much memory because we've got Google and we've got Gemini and we've got Copilot and we've got,
yeah,
Chat
yeah,
GPT. I mean, you're using Chat GPT just a minute ago to ask a question. I mean,
yeah.
because it's got what 10 million megabytes standing behind it, for memory. I don't have that much in my head. I don't think I do. But yeah, and it can just do it in a snap. It's just
Yeah.
amazing how
Mhm.
quickly the response comes.
And I Google all the time about everything.
Well, I'm doing some comparisons between Google and Gemini since it comes with the product, and they're giving more energy to Gemini than they are to Google,
Mm,
and they're giving the responses a little quicker too. So, I mean, I don't need that kind of speed. I'm not doing that kind of work, but it's nice to know that it's there if I decide to take a rocket to the moon or something like that. But that'd be about the only place I would use it in that regard. But I had somebody tell me the story about something broke down on his farm, and he Googled the repair work, and there again, it was a playlist, and he just followed it, point by point on how to fix
Yeah,
the equipment on his tractor.
yeah,
Um, and he didn't have the manual with him out there in the field. So yeah, I mean, we're using tools that we never would have thought of 40 years
that's right.
ago.
That's
Um,
right. We
you were
had
out there.
we had on our car the driver's side brake light went out. So we went to Canadian Tire and they looked up in their manual what light we had to purchase to go in and replace that light ourselves. So we bought the light and then we went to try and replace it in the car. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's all kinds of wires and stuff and you have to untangle everything and there's tons of stuff that you have to do to be able to even get at the light from inside the trunk. And so we Googled it and it
Yeah,
had
because the
videos.
owner's manual won't tell you how to do it. That's for sure.
No, we had videos that we
Yeah.
watched and we just wrote down step by step all the things that you do and watched these. We had a couple of videos that we found where they were replacing the burnt out tail light.
Well, the rear wiper blade on my car is rather different. It's not like the front in structure or repair
mm,
or replace in either one.
Right.
And so I went to YouTube. I saw two bozos in the United States showing me how to do it, and then a guy down in Mexico showing me how to do it. Guess what? The guy in Mexico gave me the instructions in a much easier format. I mean, it was in Spanish, so I had to go translate it out, but it was a better video. The other two guys, you know, they were just throwing stuff up there to be throwing videos up. So,
Oh man.
and you've seen that, you know what your competition's
Yeah.
doing as well. So,
I'm in the process of rewriting my book. I don't know if you know, I published a book, Fired at 50. Stop looking for work and discover what you were meant to do. But I published it in 2013. So it's all about how I used LinkedIn to build a business and how I helped people with LinkedIn. And so LinkedIn, actually, the day I published the book, LinkedIn, it became obsolete because of social media changing all the
yeah,
time.
I,
So
I've had numerous friends do the exact same thing, Christine. They say I should have put it in a document, not in a printed the book. Yeah,
yeah, it cost me
electronic
almost
format.
$10,000 to publish this book. I used a publisher.
Oh,
And now my sister has published 26 books and she self-publishes. So she's going to show me how to self-publish my book. I'm going to revamp this whole thing over Christmas and publish it as Fired Up at 60.
but is that going to be all digital
No, I'm going
books?
to actually do it in a physical book.
Oh, how many copies are you going to print this time?
I don't know. I got to find out from my sister how many you have to order. But it's not going to be $10,000. She says you can publish for free. You can self-publish for free now. It
Well, I
doesn't
see all
cost
these
you anything.
people say they were, you know, New York Times, you know, bestseller for the day or something like that.
Hmm.
And I just go, but I also see, you know, for $1.75, you can get the Kindle version, or you can get it for free if you do it, you know,
Yeah.
on this particular day. You know, we'll let you get it for free and with just no shipping or handling because it's
Yeah.
electronic. And yeah, so they do, you know, 10,000 copies in a
Hmm.
day because they gave it away,
Yeah.
sort of,
Yeah.
not, you know,
This is
I,
this
I,
is a book from one of my clients, and that's what he did. He printed out a whole bunch of copies and he sent a free copy to me, and he did that to a whole bunch of people. So this is one of my past LinkedIn clients.
well, like I said, as soon as you publish it, they changed it 5 hours before you know, it came off the printing presses. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Well, my sister goes to the local farmers markets and sells books. She's got so many books. You can buy them in 50 lots of 50 books. And then she sells them. She'll report to me. She'll say, "Oh, I made $500 in sales today." So I think it pays to have your own book.
and she's written 26 books.
Yeah, she's published 26 books.
What subject does she
She's
publish on?
got some of them are religious background stories from the Bible, brought into her, interpreted in her translation kind of thing.
Yeah.
She has a sense of humor, and she's quite a hello, Kim. Welcome. We're just about ready to sign off here.
Oh, so sorry.
We got 5 minutes to go.
But
Okay. Hi,
is she
Ron. Hi,
publishing?
Bob. How are you, Bob?
Good evening. Is she publishing 200 pages or 300 pages? I mean, how long are her books?
They're about the same length as this one. How many pages have I got in this one? They're around 200 and some pages, 200, 300 pages, I think.
In real big font?
No, it's sort of a medium font.
Okay. In borders and margins
Oh,
and
no,
everything?
this is 164 pages, this book is.
Okay. Well, she must love writing. That's for sure.
Well, that's her forte. Our
Yeah.
our whole family, our mother published a book or two. I can't remember. I think maybe it's just one book.
And me? Yum, 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 yum.
And so we have been all of us kids, most of us kids, there's 6 kids in the family. I think one, two, three of us have published books now. Diane is the one that's published 26 books. So she's helping the rest of us. And one of her kids has also published a book now.
I've seen numerous people that have done children's books,
Uh-huh.
and even the kids are starting to write books at 6 and 7, and do the illustrations as well too. So
Mm.
the creative talent that's out there is amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was reading an article about this young girl who had written a children's book and she had made she was a bestseller. She had done really well. New York Times bestseller, I think they called it.
Is your book on audio?
I don't know if you can still get it. You could go and check. It was on Google when I published it in 2013, but I'm going to rewrite it, update it, and call it Fired Up at 60 instead of Fired at 50.
I just asked because today's day and age, a lot of people look for audio.
Yeah, yeah, they do. And it was on audio on Google or not Google, on Amazon. It's on
Yeah.
Amazon.
It's just something that I picked up a long time ago that most writers today, they want to capture the audio market because the audio, it seems like a lot of people are getting lazier and lazier and lazier.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. My husband and I are readers. We like to read good books. In fact, I've got books on bookshelves all over my office here. And we're going to have to get rid of some of our books. We're running out of space to put them. But to me, there's nothing like the smell of a brand new book. You open up that book and you actually read and feel and smell that book. And those are the sensations I grew up with, right? When we went to school, we got all these new textbooks, and you open them up and you smell and you see and feel that new textbook. So it's taken in by all the senses, right? But I agree, you need to have digital books. So I did have my book in digital format. So you can check Amazon and see if it's still there.
I guess it depends on what audience you want to attract, right? It depends on the
Yeah.
audience you attract, but
Well, most of my people are over 50 and we all like to have a physical book in our hands.
But you and I used to read magazines too, and we don't do that anymore for the most part.
You hardly ever see any magazines. Hey, I've been published in several magazines actually.
you know what's coming back?
What's coming back?
Comic books. They're coming.
Really?
Oh, well,
Uh,
Marvel's, yeah, you're right, Kim.
Comic
The
books is like coming back like it's out of fashion.
wow.
But they're using movies to go in conjunction with it too, though. So
Anime, all that stuff in the movies is coming back, and it's
yeah,
making the comic books very popular, especially for like the collectors. The
Yeah.
collectors.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I can see where that would be happening.
last time I checked, if you have the full collection of Marvel, which is the most popular collection, right? That Marvel collection is like 42 comic books, but it's worth 1.5 million.
Oh boy. Oh,
And if someone is like got 40 comic books, you'd be amazed the amount of money they will pay for those other two books just to get the collection.
oh man.
yeah, you want to sell,
That's
that's for
when you're gonna
sure.
make your money. You make your money with the one who needs the comic book rather than just want to buy the comic book.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I do the same thing with gold and silver. I focus on collections, but my typical buyer is the one that needs the full collection. So I always buy
Oh,
double, 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 double. So in case somebody needs that one coin for collection, that's where I
wow.
get most of my money, my top dollars.
Oh man.
All right, well, I'm going to have to sign off for the evening. I've enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
been fun. And you posted the link for your next class, or you sending out emails regarding the next one you've got coming up soon?
I'll send out an email to you.
Okay, that'd be good.
Okay.
I need to get one to you with some questions also, so I'll try to get that done this week.
Okay,
All
awesome.
right.
Awesome. Great to have you all
Have a
with me
great
today.
Remembrance Day or Veterans Day, wherever you may
Uh,
be tomorrow. Thank you.
hang
Yes.
on, Jeannie. Hang on, Jeannie. I'll talk to you for a minute after.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Have,
We'll leave
have
you
a good
guys private.
Okay. Bye
Nice
for now.
meeting you. Now, are they off? Oh,
Yeah, they're gone.
is this Bob's phantom note taker?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get his note taker. Remove. Remove. There we
There
go.
it goes. Okay, good.
So how have you been, Jeannie?
Oh, good. I just wanted to ask you about, there was that $25 to get back into the new school. I can't this was a long time ago, a few months ago about that. Do you
Get
remember?
into school. $25 to get into school.
Well, like there's something new about it. And I think there was a $25 thing, and I didn't buy it. Like I didn't get it because I wasn't sure what I'm gonna be doing actually.
Well,
So
to get
um
into school, to set up your own community in school,
mm,
I'll take you into my community here. Can you see my community?
yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording right now.
Okay.
Where is it here? Stop recording.